Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, Writing Practices. In today's video, we're going to walk through how to write a K-1 fiancé visa invitation letter, a crucial document used to support a US visa application for your fiancé. This letter helps demonstrate that your relationship is genuine and that your intent to marry is legitimate and timely. Let's break down the letter together, section by section, so you can write one that's clear, sincere, and perfectly formatted. Sender's information. Let's start at the top with your personal details. This section should include your full name, street address, city, state, and zip code, and then follow with your email address and phone number. These details should be current and accurate, so the embassy or consulate can contact you if necessary. Here's how it should look. Your full name, your street address, city, state, zip code, United States, email address. Phone number. This part tells the visa officer who you are and shows that you are a US citizen residing in the United States. Always make sure your contact information is professional and up to date. Date of writing. Next is the date you are writing the letter. This should come right after your contact details and reflect the day you complete the document. Date. Use the full date format, month, day, and year for clarity. This helps show that the letter is timely and matches the application process. Recipient details. Now we move on to the recipient. This will be addressed to the consular officer at the US Embassy or consulate in your fiancé's home country. 2. The consular officer, US Embassy, or consulate name. Embassy address. City, country. Make sure to use the correct embassy details for the country where your fiancé is applying. This section identifies where the letter is intended to go and ensures it reaches the right official. Subject line. This is a short but important line that tells the reader exactly what the letter is about. Subject, invitation letter in support of K-1 fiancé, visa for fiancé's full name. Keep it concise and direct. Use your fiancé's full legal name here, exactly as it appears in their official documents. Salutation. The salutation is simple and professional. Dear Sir or Madam, this is the standard format for official letters addressed to visa officers, especially when the name of the person is unknown. It maintains formality and respect. First body paragraph, purpose of the letter. This is where you introduce your fiancé, state your relationship, and explain the purpose of the letter. I am writing to formally invite my fiancé, fiancé's full name, a citizen of fiancé's country, to the United States to join me for the purpose of marriage and to support his or her K-1 visa application. This sentence should be clear and confident. You're identifying your fiancé, confirming their nationality, and explaining that the intent is to marry once they enter the US on a K-1 visa. Be straightforward. The visa officer needs to know this invitation is for a legitimate and legal union. Second body paragraph, your personal background. Now you provide your own background, confirming your US citizenship, your job, and financial stability. I am a US citizen, born on date of birth, currently residing at your full address. I am employed as a your job title with company name, and I am financially stable and fully capable of supporting my fiancé during his or her stay in the US and beyond. This paragraph shows that you meet the requirements to be a K-1 petitioner. You're demonstrating that you can provide financial support and have a stable living situation. This is essential to reassure the consulate that your fiancé will not become a public charge. Include details such as your birth date, job title, and employer. Mentioning your financial ability assures the officer that your fiancé will be taken care of once in the US. Third body paragraph, your relationship history. This next paragraph focuses on the legitimacy of your relationship. Fiancé's name and I have been in a committed relationship since year, and we have met in person as required by US immigration law. Our most recent in-person meeting took place in city or country on date, and we have maintained a genuine and ongoing relationship, evidenced by our continued communication. Photographs, travel records, and other supporting documentation submitted with the petition. This paragraph is very important. The visa officer is evaluating whether your relationship is genuine, so give them specifics. Mention when your relationship began, the last time you saw each other in person, and the types of evidence you've already provided. You don't need to list everything, but make it clear that this is a real, ongoing relationship with plenty of proof behind it. Fourth body paragraph, intent to marry. Next, you need to state your clear intention to marry within the legal timeframe. We intend to marry within 90 days of his or her arrival in the United States, as required under the terms of the K-1 visa. I respectfully request that you consider his or her application for a fiancé visa favorably. This section shows you're aware of and committed to following the legal requirements of the K-1 visa. The embassy wants to see that your plans are serious and well thought out. Keep it professional, but warm and sincere. The respectful tone helps reinforce your commitment. Closing paragraph, availability and gratitude. Now close the letter by offering further help and expressing your thanks. Should you require any further information or documentation, I am available at your convenience. Thank you for your attention and consideration. This shows your openness to cooperating with the embassy and your appreciation for their time. It also signals that your application is complete and well prepared, but you're happy to provide more if needed. Closing and signature. Finish with a respectful and formal sign-off. Sincerely, your full name. Signature if submitting a hard copy. If you're mailing a hard copy, be sure to sign the letter in ink. For digital submissions, typing your name is typically sufficient, but it depends on the embassy's specific requirements. And that's it. You've now completed a full K-1 fiancé visa invitation letter, step by step. Remember, this letter plays a supporting role in the visa application, so it should be honest, clear, and properly formatted. Don't underestimate the power of good writing. It can go a long way in showing your credibility and sincerity. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video with anyone who might be working on a K-1 visa application. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video here on Writing Practices.